Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days for today's second video. Day 10 will take us to around the 17th of November, and we're going to be able to extend out beyond that with the extended GFS and ECM ensembles, may run to around a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at CFS V2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks, which will take us to the start of December, and I shall get on with that for you very shortly. Just say weekend forecast has been released, so weekend look ahead. As well as on a Saturday, going to be a mild week to come, very mild at times, and there will be rain at times as well, particularly in the west. Have a look at weekend forecast and see what's going on with that. Well, if you're a channel member, please check in at 5 o'clock to be channel members live stream. Yes, we're doing a live stream just for channel members, exclusive, very intimate live stream that will be at 5 o'clock. And so if you're a channel member, you're around YouTube at that time, I shall post the link on the community page like an hour before for channel members, and follow the link through to the stream, and we'll have a chat. We'll have a bit of a chat from 5 o'clock if you're a channel member. No, picked up a new channel member by the way, so that's the first thing I've got to do for this video. I've got to give a shout out to our latest channel member. Thank you so much to our latest channel member. So thank you for becoming a channel member to Adam C. Thank you so much to Adam C for becoming a channel member for GavsWeatherVids. It's amazing, it's incredible, it's very, very kind. Thank you so much, Adam, for becoming a channel member for GavsWeatherVids. It's absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you to all of our channel members. Now I've got 45 channel members for GavsWeatherVids. Speed channel membership continues to increase, and you are all incredibly kind and incredibly generous for doing that. Of course, we've also got Patreon and also PayPal as well, so let's not forget all of our patrons, all of our donors too. So but thank you so much to Adam C for becoming a channel member for GavsWeatherVids. It's very, very kind. It's very, very kind of you to do that. Now of course we hit 8k subs on Wednesday. We did Wednesday's live stream. We're now sitting at, what are we sitting at? We're sitting at 8,013 subscribers. I did a little post on me in the community section ask you whether you want me to continue the grind to 9k now, or ease off the gas a little bit for a few weeks, and overwhelmingly you said that you wanted me to carry on the grind to 9k subscribers. So I'm gonna have to give you what you want, aren't I? So from Monday we will begin again the grind to 9k this time, and I'll be sort of telling people to subscribe and so on in the videos, and yeah, so that'll be from Monday. But of course we're still celebrating reaching 8k, and tomorrow's live stream from 6 o'clock in the evening we're going to be giving away a £30 Amazon voucher. So I'll just tell you how you can enter this giveaway. Now we've got a few more hours. We're going to be closing this to new entrants at 10 o'clock this evening UK time. We are asking only for UK entrants at the moment. That includes Northern Ireland, Channel Islands, and so on, just while we try it out. We may, if we do one for 10k, if we ever get to 10k, we may open that up to like a European audience. So there are a couple of ways you can enter the giveaway. You can go to GavsWeatherVids Discord. This is it, GavsWeatherVids Discord, and you can find a link with the description. Or in the description with videos. So come to this channel, it's the Welcome to Giveaway channel, and add a sunshine emoji to Savvy's post just here. That will enter your name into the giveaway on the Discord, and that's all you need to do. So that's from the Discord end. All you need to do with that is just add a sunshine emoji, or add to the sunshine emojis, and you're in, and you're in with a chance of winning a £30 Amazon voucher. If you're not a member of Discord and you don't want to sign up, then you can also email me directly. This is the contact form at GavsWeatherVids.com. So very simply, you just come here, fill out the contact form, and let me know that you'd like to enter the giveaway, and I shall enter you into the giveaway myself. You don't even have to fill out contact form if you just email GavsWeatherVids, all one word, GavsWeatherVids at gmail.com, and again, you can let me know that you want to enter the competition, and it's no problem whatsoever. We'll enter you into the prize draw, and that's it. So yeah, we'll be giving away a £30 Amazon voucher. Somebody will win that tomorrow in the live stream at or from 6 o'clock. But we're going to be closing this to entrance from 10 because we've got to start compiling all the names then and plug them into the name picker. So yeah, we've got to have a shut off time, and that will be 10 o'clock this evening UK time. So you've got a few more hours to get yourself in, and then that's it. 10 o'clock we won't be able to take any more new entrants. Good luck to everyone. Right, so we've got some page refreshing going on here. I'm just going to pause the video very temporarily, and then we shall crack on. Right, that's it. Tabs all refreshed, so you shouldn't have any more refreshing issues as we go through the tabs. Right, so next thing we're going to look at, start the video really now then, after all the announcements and that are done. The next thing we're going to look at is this tropical depression, ETA or ETA. Tropical depression, ETA, is currently giving maximum sustained winds of 35 miles per hour with a minimum set pressure of 1001 millibars, moving north-northeastwards at 13 miles per hour. Clicking on ETA, and going here, where we've got to go just there. We can see that this is going to power back up to a tropical storm. So this is going to become a tropical storm imminently, I think, sometime today. And it'll move up to Cuba by the time we get through into tomorrow. And it'll carry on northwards to Florida, or like the Florida Peninsula anyway. Florida Panhandle, I think that is, actually, as we get through into the beginning of Monday. And then moving out into the Gulf of Mexico. Still as a tropical storm through the course of next week. Now, there's still no suggestion that this returns to a hurricane. Remember, at one point this was a Category 4 high-end Category 4 hurricane. It was only 5 miles per hour of becoming a Category 5 hurricane. At the moment, up to the middle of next week, there is no suggestion that this powers back up to hurricane status. But again, obviously, these things can take on a life of their own, and there's a lot of warm water within the Gulf of Mexico. So if it's meandering around the Gulf of Mexico, it's always possible it could power up unexpectedly. It is still one to watch. So this is a very, very long-lasting storm, of course, and it's still well and truly in business, even by the middle of next week. Come back home, this other CT is currently looking, so Central England temperature is currently standing at 8.9, an anomaly of just 1 degree above average, provisional to yesterday, the 6th of November. This will probably tick down again a little bit when it updates tomorrow, may go down to about 8.6, something like that. Next week, though, this is going to start rocketing, I think. And I wouldn't be at all surprised to see this in the 11s. Somewhere like 11 to 12, maybe, through the course of next week. Because it does look as though we're going to be in for a very, very mild week next week. So yeah, I think we're going to have a very substantially above average CET anomaly by the time we get through to the middle of November. And the 500 millibar height on road charts for Penn State University show the reason why. So we've got the ECMWF on the top, the GFS is on the bottom. So 500 millibars is an area in the actual high pressure, low pressure are being moved around by the jet stream. Red and orange extrapolate high pressure, blue to low pressure. You can see why we're in for a real boost to the CT, because we've got above average heights to our south and east. We've got below average heights to our west and northwest, and it means we're drawing up these southerly to southwesterly winds. So the air is originating from like the Canary Islands down here, somewhere like that, wafting northwards with those southwesterlies with deep low pressure in the Atlantic. This large reef sitting to our east combining to like pull up those long fetched southwesterly winds. So yes, I think we're in for a very, very mild spell of weather as we go into the week to 10 day time frame. Whoops, we want to have a look at the GFS, sorry about that. So the GFS is identical actually. So of course APEC on top, this GFS on the bottom. Identical, low pressure out in the Atlantic, high pressure is sitting to our east and northeast. Winds are being dragged up from a long fetched southwesterly direction. Very, very mild, but also with spells of rain trying to push in from off the Atlantic. Right, these are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles. Let's go to York today. So the red line is 30-year upper air temperature average for York. We're substantially above average at the moment, although still relatively cool on the surface, particularly down in the south, but the air is beginning to get stirred up now. So although like from now onwards, really from like tonight or tomorrow morning onwards, the upper air temperatures are actually on a downward spiral, the surface temperatures will be lifting up. It's the kind of thing you can get at this time of the year. So although like we're almost at our highest point now, and it's actually quite chilly still across England and Wales, down on the surface, in the south anyway, but it is aloft. At this point, when the upper air temperature is actually lowering a little bit, it will be warming up quite substantially on the surface. That's because we're stirring up the air, and those warm temperatures that we've got aloft are sort of descending, and so that's going to make us a lot milder through the early part of next week in particular. After that, we have a little bit of a drop in the temperature sometime around Thursday, and then up we go again. Temperatures lifting back up as we go into the middle part of November and on into the second half of the month. Basically, we're going to be above average, I think, for the next couple of weeks, with maybe the odd exception here and there. Rainfall-wise, loads of dry weather over the next 2 or 3 days, and then gradually starting to get more unsettled by the look of it through into the middle part of the month in particular. It's not desperately wet, but there are some precipitation spikes there, quite a few of them. So yes, I think we're probably looking at something a little bit, probably looking at something a little bit more unsettled as we go into the middle and the second half of November. Shall we have a quick look at the extended? So for that, we need the midnight. So let's just have a quick look at the extended GFS ensemble. So this is extending out. This extends out like into just into the second week of December. So it's like the next month really, month's worth. And so you can see that generally, I mean, it's all very cluttered up. It does look quite cluttered. But I think you can see that generally, like the rest of November, I should say, right to there, is above average. It may be a bit of a drop appearing, a little bit of a drop in temperature appearing during. I hadn't intended to do this, by the way. I just thought about doing it at the last week, so Gav's off on a tangent again with this. But there may be a slight cooling trend there, like through the last week of November. That's that period just there. But I think generally it does look as though November is shaping up to be a mild or a very mild month. Bit of a change as we get into December. So this is the first week of December just here, and by then I think we are seeing some signs. Again, there's so much scatter because it's such a long way out and there's so many ensembles. But I think there may be a little bit of a trend there as going to the first week of December to turn things colder. That's certainly what the UK Met Office is forecasting at the moment, that the first week of December could turn colder. So you may have to wait, if you want something colder and more seasonal, you may have to wait till the first week of December, although there might be a bit of a cooling trend there during the last week of November. We shall see. Precipitation wise, it does look as though November gets increasingly unsettled as it goes along, and probably quite unsettling to the first week of December as well. I was off on a tangent with that. Sorry about that, everyone. Temperature anomalies on the 7th to the 15th of November going to be above average of UK and rest of Europe as well. Precipitation anomalies from the 7th to 15th of November are going to be on the dry and average side, particularly for more eastern parts of the country. This latest wind flow map from earthnorthschool.net showing us that the winds are beginning to shift round into the south. This is why it's going to start getting milder. Winds are going to start pulling into south. They already begin to do so. We've got low pressure down here towards Biscay. This is an area of high pressure sitting across much of northern Europe, and between the two we start to pull up these milder southerly winds. So yes, temperatures will begin to lift up as we head on into into the next few days, and already that's beginning with these southerly winds starting to set in. This is how the UK Met Office is looking for Tuesday. So it's going to be like a battle between high pressure to the east, low pressure to the west this week that's drawing up these southerly winds. So basically we'll have low pressure coming in off the Atlantic at times, being spells of rain, but always the driest weather will be in the east. That's how we look as we get to the end of a GFS run, which is to Friday the 13th of November. There's low pressure down here. That might bring some very wet and windy weather into next weekend, perhaps. Right, so that's UK Met. It's how the GFS 6Z is looking. So again, we've got high pressure to the east, low pressure to the west on Tuesday, running through quite a vigorous area of low pressure around Wednesday, bringing some wet and windy weather. Then back into drier southerly winds through Thursday and Friday into next weekend. Low pressure keeps it unsettled. Low pressure rattling through up to and beyond day 10 to the north of the country. What does happen is that we start turning a little bit flatter with the pattern, and eventually we've lost high pressure to the south to such a degree that we are able to bring something a little bit colder or a little bit cooler in from the northwest. But it's a very unsettled and westerly pattern that we have there as we go into the second half of November. GEM looks like that. So again, we've got this battle going on between high pressure to the east, low pressure to the west. It draws up the southerly winds, meaning the rain, the heaviest of the rain, most frequent rain, is always in the north and west, but driest weather will always be in the south and southeast. That's how we look as we get to the end of the GM run, day 10, Tuesday 17th of November. High pressure to our south and east, low pressures out to the northwest, and again we're drawing up those southwest winds, so still very mild. ECM looks like that. So once more it confirms the idea that we have this battle between high pressure to the east, low pressure to west this week. Does turn a little bit wet and windy across the country from Wednesday into Thursday, and then we move up towards day 10 and we look like that. So still the idea is high pressure to the south, low pressure to the north, and still drawing up those southwesterly winds, very mild up to day 10, which gets us to the 17th of November. Just the odd cooler day here and there. The rainfall forecast based on that ECM run looks like this. So patchy rain coming and going most frequently in the west, the east, tending to get a lot of dry weather until around Wednesday, Thursday, and then a band of persistent, quite heavy rain spreads across all parts of the country then. And then the rain is mostly in the north and west as we're moving up towards day 10. There is some pushing through to the east, though, at times. And that's how it looks as we get to day 10 with more showery rain out in the west, and temperatures would be mild. This is the option that's on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10, which gets us to the 17th of November. 51 out of 51, all of them, 51 out of 51 ECM ensemble members showing low pressure to the west and high pressure to the east at day 10, which draws up the southerly wind, or the southwesterly wind anyway. So it is going to be, it is going to be mild or very mild up to day 10. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. There's two of them. This is the 22nd of November. So 26 members of the ECM ensembles are flat with high pressure to the south and low pressure to the north. Winds will be coming in from a westerly direction with that one. And then 25, so it's virtually a 50-50 split actually. 25 members of the ECM ensembles have high pressure centred somewhere between around Norway and Scotland, which would start to bring in a little bit more of an easterly. So that one is still high pressure in control. High pressure is still sitting to the east, but the position of the ridge is changing. It's moving northwards, which would start to allow more of an easterly wind to feed in, which would possibly bring some colder air in. Obviously, this option here, coming off the Atlantic, is going to be relatively mild with winds in from a westerly direction. But this option here, if winds do turn around to the east, could start to bring in some colder weather from the east. At least some frost and fog, anyway, something a little bit more seasonable. It's virtually a 50-50 split, so the ECM ensembles are really neither favouring one option or another, actually. It's very, very finely balanced. Finally, CFSV2, these are 500 millibar heights broken down into week periods. The first week period takes us from the 7th to the 13th of November. The coming week has above average heights to the east and below average heights to the west. Wind gets drawn up from the south. It's going to be very mild, and there will be some rain at times in the west, but east areas tend to get the driest weather. Week 2 is the 14th to the 20th of November. Much more of a Scandinavian high type influence then, with wind going easterly. So it's in line actually with what the ECM ensembles were showing, with that easterly option, high pressure somewhere around Norway, and winds in from the east. That's still a relatively dry scenario, but could be quite a lot colder, certainly from frost and fog. Week 3 is the 21st to the 27th of November, with the high pressure showing signs of retrogression. With high pressure pulling out into the Atlantic and low pressure sinking down across Scandinavia. So that's turning things a lot colder across Scandinavia. Winds will be swinging to the north there. So we have people watching from like Sweden, Finland, Norway, those sort of areas. Yeah, so that's winter biting into Scandinavia and northwestern Russia. For us, we're under a ridge, so it's not desperately cold, but it would probably be quite chilly again from frost and fog. Very dry November this, if the CFS is right. And then week 4 is the 28th of November to 4th of December. The high pressure veins somewhere out to the northwest Scotland. Low pressure again sinking into northeast of Europe. So we're just on the periphery of quite a cold plunge from the north there as we go into the beginning of December. Right, so that's it then. Okay, so that's it for your videos for today. Yeah, basically we're looking at very mild weather for the next week to 10 days. After that, will we get something a little bit colder in the last sort of 10 days to last week of November? That will be the question, I think. Do we get something a little bit more seasonal as we come to the last week of November? Definitely the next sort of week, 10 days, maybe couple of weeks are looking generally mild at the moment, I think. Right, that's it for your uploads for today. I've got the channel members live stream coming up at 5 o'clock. So if you're a channel member and you're around YouTube at 5, then please check in and we'll have a little bit of chat for an hour or so. Tomorrow, we've got the 10th Winter 2020-21 update coming up for you. It's going to be an epic. It will be an epic, and it will be released at 10 AM tomorrow morning. Part 1 of the 10th Winter 2020-21 update. Part 2 will be released on Monday. Of course, as always, this season of winter updates. And of course, we're going to have a live stream from 6 o'clock in the evening tomorrow. So, yeah, we're going to see how we're all doing. We'll be giving away the Amazon voucher to somebody. Somebody will win that in the live stream tomorrow. And I'm hoping I might be able to have Patel Peng's latest update for Winter 2020-21 for you tomorrow. I've checked Patel Peng's website like this morning, haven't updated up to this morning. It's a little bit early for Patel Peng to have those charts updated. So it just depends whether he updates it later today or tomorrow morning on his website. If not, it'll be like the following week. But it's possible. Sometimes he does update a little bit earlier than other times. So it's possible we may have Patel Peng's latest Winter 2020-21 analogues forecast for the live stream tomorrow. But in any case, we'll have CFS V2 winter data. Definitely will. We will. Right, so I'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock live, but of course got winter update before then. And of course, if you're a channel member, I'll see you at 5 o'clock this evening. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.